Good morning, guys. How are you? I hope you're doing fine. It's the first time I use this thing, so bear with me. I hope you had a nice long weekend. And as you know, I'm not going to be here all this week. So anyway, I'll try to make this as easiest as possible for our sub teacher, as good as a normal class as if I were there for you. And I hope we can just continue with all our topics. Okay? Yes, what are we going to do today, Tuesday? Or let me kind of divide the week into the days. So we have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So on Tuesday today, we're going to review because we have a quiz tomorrow. Tomorrow, it's the quiz day. And I hope these 2 days we can talk a little bit about speed. So we can give all the highlights about speeding here. And finally, on Friday, probably have a little project or lab about it. So this is more or less our week. Okay, so let me start with today, Tuesday. The idea is that second page. We're going to divide the class into 3 parts. Part number 1 is I'm going to tell you the topics for the quiz. Part number 2 is you're going to make a review about those topics. And finally, at the end of the class, we are going to talk about the basic keywords of speed. Okay? So let's start with part number 1. The topics that are included for your quiz tomorrow are that in this part, I've already gave you the topics. Hopefully the sub teacher leaves them there so you see them right now. What I want you to do is review with a partner, make a summary about everything that you think it's important to review for the quiz, and so that you have it ready and you study actually from there. Okay? This should take you about 15 minutes more or less, no more than that. And at the end, the last 15 minutes of the class, we will talk about speed. Okay? So the first part would be lab material. In this part, the idea is that you study the several materials we saw and recognize them, because I might be putting some pictures in there for you to be able to name them, or basically that's about it. Okay? Topic number 2 in your review. Topic number 2 that's coming is SI units. Okay? Remember we talked about length, width, about distance, time, volume. Okay? So you need to remember the concepts and the main SI unit, and also like the the abbreviation of each one. Okay? Also here in SI units, remember we have a little bit about conversions. For example, here in SI units, we have as an example 40 meters, and you need to tell me the conversion of 40 meters equals how many centimeters. And the idea is that you're able to tell me that the answer is 4,000. Okay? Remember, I will give you that little table that tells you how many units in each one. You just need to know if you have to divide or multiply. And the other topic that is coming here is matter. And that's a big topic. Number 3, matter. Okay, so in matter, we have several subtopics that you need to review. So let me kind of put them here in black. The idea is, let me see if this one is thinner. I think yes. Okay. No, mentira. It's exactly the same. Okay. So one is just like basic property of matter, like for example, physical and chemical properties and changes. So I'll put physical properties, physical changes, and then we have also chemical properties and chemical changes. Remember the little windows that you have on your notebook, okay? Another thing in matter would be the states of matter, okay? Remember, we have to stick to the basic four. If you want to go super pro, then you can talk about Bose-Einstein condensate and plasma and non-Newtonian fluid. And also here about, sorry, I can't write, barely, about changing states. Okay, hopefully you're able to understand my handwriting. So changing states of matter, it's also coming. So if it's going from a solid to a gas or from a gas to a plasma, and what's the name of the process? It's more or less what you did for your poster, okay? All the name of those processes. Very important here in changing states, also which one has more energy. So if it's changing from a solid to a gas, let me just probably make a little slide for you. Stay with them. I hope the sub-teacher is able to leave them projected in there. And after that, we'll talk about quiz. So get to work with a partner, guys. Bye. What we talked about in one of our classes, if we have an ice cube, and this, I know it's a solid. Let me just remind it in there. So I know this is a solid. And if I tell you this ice cube starts melting, okay, I know it's becoming a liquid, right? So I know that this process is called melting. But when a solid becomes a liquid, is it gaining or losing energy? And you need to remember, in this case, it's gaining more energy. It's going up the staircase. Remember where we had Bose-Einstein condensate, solid, liquid, gas, and plasma going up the staircase, you're gaining energy. You need to remember that. So the idea today, guys, is, let me go back to my